Okay, so I know we talked about fighting being bad, but there is a healthy type of fighting, at least I think.
Yeah.
So what does healthy fighting look like?
So healthy fighting is, I have these issues. I've done the personal investigation and an issue still exists that I need to come to you and make you aware of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do it in a way that there will be pushback and there will be some back and forth that happens, but we're going to do it in a way that prevents yelling because there's no need for it. A shouting match is completely pointless. No one's ever left a shouting match and we're like, that worked. Nobody's yelled at each other and been like, I really think I got through to them that time.
I'm going to do that again.
I'm going to do that again. Like, no, we all get to this and hate ourselves and the relationship afterwards because of it. So if you can investigate why you have this issue, it still remains an issue and you need to bring it to your spouse. Do it in a way that's as orderly as you can, where you're like, hey, can we have a good time to sit down and discuss an issue that I have? Most of us don't make time to discuss our issues. We just throw it at the person as soon as they walk in the door from work, or we throw it at the person as they're walking out the door to work, or we wait till they're
about to fall asleep.
Yes. That's when we'll usually bring up these issues. Timeliness is a really good tool to remember when you are bringing issues to your spouse. Yeah. It matters a whole lot. For your sake, they'll also be more receptive to hearing about the issue if they're in a safe environment, if it's a good time for them where they're not exhausted, where they're not supposed to be somewhere soon. That way they're not distracted. So make sure you do it in a way that is timely.
I would add it's important to make sure you're communicating the heart behind the reason you're bringing it up. That it's not that you hate the person.
Right.
It's not that you think they're awful and they do something really bad and you're just disgusted with them. The heart behind it is that you care about the relationship. And because you care about the relationship, you want to bring something up to make it a stronger relationship.
Yeah.
To work through an issue.
Yep.
That once it's worked through will make your relationship stronger. And so I think that the heart behind it is really important. And then this probably shouldn't have to be said, but doing it in a respectful way. Yeah. Not yelling, of course, but you can also not yell and be very disrespectful. So bringing it and communicating it in a way that you're caring about your spouse and you're respecting them at the same time.
And I think that's a really good word to summarize all of the other work that you did prior to bringing the issue. Even making sure that it's a good time for them is being respectful.
That's true.
Making sure that you know why this is something we even need to talk about is respectful. You're not going to waste their time with your feelings only without any why behind it. Where you're just like, I feel this way about this. That's fine if that's your goal, for them to just hear and receive your feelings.
Yeah.
But you have an issue that you also want to present. Don't bring your feelings as a clobbering tool.
No emotional throw-ups.
Right. Don't bring that just to clobber them over the head with and make sure that they know exactly how bad this issue has made them feel.
Yeah.
That's why you do the work beforehand, to figure out why you feel that way, because that'll be more informative to your spouse than just your feelings. You definitely can share those. You definitely can be like, every time this happens, this issue, I feel hurt, or I feel disappointed, or I feel annoyed, but this is why. That'll be way more informative than, what are you going to do about it that I feel that way?
Yeah.
That's not helpful.
Right.
That's not helpful. And it's not respectful, like you're saying. I like that. Respect is a huge part of how you approach these conversations.